It's from Ahmed. He says a family did an online background check on a Muslim man in the UK because he wants to marry their daughter. It was to check if he had any criminal background. It was done by a non-Muslim service by looking at the person's emails, online records, if they had any criminal record, convictions, or any known violent past. Was this kufr as assisted by non-Muslim on a Muslim? The answer is no, this is not kufr, by no means, because the assistance of the disbelievers against the Muslims has a different of interpretation among the scholars. And the most authentic is when this assistance and giving them backup militarily and mentally and physically and all sorts of backing up is coming from a full-fledged hypocrite who hates Islam, wants the prevailing and the victory of non-Muslims over the Muslims, not on a specific group of Muslims, rather on the entire Muslim ummah and Islam. This is something that nullifies Islam. As for your case, Ahmed, if this private investigator or this service is looking at what is available in the market, such as checking with the police records to see if there are any past convictions, criminal records, etc., this is totally permissible. But to spy on that individual, or to track his movement, or to monitor, or to hack into his emails and messages, this is totally haram, and it is spying. Saliha says, in my home, most of our curtains are like see-through, but not white, usually like a blue or natural color. So if I stand in front of it, people could most likely see a blurred image of me. As a woman, should I wear a hijab in front of these windows when moving into its view? I was told that because they don't know it's me, that it is fine. But I feel uncomfortable because it's not that blurred out. I am shocked by the lack of manhood and jealousy in a lot of such homeowners. I get a lot of similar questions from daughters, from sisters, from wives, complaining that the man of the house objects to putting curtains that will block people from seeing what's inside. Such specimens of male species do not qualify to be called as men, because manhood is displayed in actions, in feelings, in protection. And if a man, whether a father or a husband or a brother, lacks this feeling, he's not a real man. The Prophet said, alayhi salatu wasalam, 3 will not enter paradise. Allah will not look at them. Allah will not purify them. And Allah Azza wa Jal would torment them severely on the Day of Judgment. The first one is ad-dayyuth. And the companion said, what is the meaning of dayyuth, O Prophet of Allah? He said, the man who does not care about what happens to his womenfolk, whether they go around with men, whether they come out not wearing hijab, whether they flirt with the opposite gender, whether men look at them. He doesn't care. It's okay. And unfortunately, lots of them westernized folks feel this way. He wouldn't have any problem if someone approaches him and says, can I have a dance with your wife? He thinks that, whoa, I'm civil. Not knowing that he's not a real man. So, first of all, this has to be corrected. And such a specimen of an individual or a species of a male must be promoted to a man by telling him that this is haram, you should fear Allah Azza wa Jal, and you should be protective of your women folk by not allowing Tom, Dick, and Harry to gaze and look at them. Secondly, even if the image is blurred people could see your body figure and they could tell whether you're a man or a woman. And this by itself is not allowed. So you have to do something about it, even if you put newspapers on the window behind these curtains, so it would block totally anyone from seeing what's behind it, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best. The final question goes like this: is it permissible to eat or drink in a bathroom if we say Bismillah before going in? Suppose if a woman wants to take a bubble bath, can she sip on an ice cold drink while taking a bubble bath? If you look at the Quran and the Sunnah, you would not find a crystal clear evidence prohibiting that. However, the vast majority of scholars, say that this is immodest, inappropriate, and it defies pure, true human nature. Why? People go to the toilet to answer the call of nature. And in Islam, we are instructed to be as brief and quick as possible, because these toilets are places or are inhabited by the jinn and the devils. And that's why we say the dua, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubthi wal-khaba'ith, which has one of the translations, I seek refuge in you, Allah, from the male and female devils. So one should not go there and enjoy his time, like people have stacks of car magazines or novels, and they go there for half an hour or an hour enjoying their time and reading and drinking and feasting, and some people even smoke there. This is not appropriate. But would we go to the level of saying that it is haram? The answer is no, but it is inappropriate, and Allah knows best.